Welcome to the installation of the Ferocious Lion with the model number 14001. First we start with the item number 1L and 1R, which is the side part of the racing car, the left and the right hand side. First we putting in the screw in on both of the left and the right hand side. Wherever you can see a plastic ring, we put in the screw in like this. Now bear in mind, it's very important for you to put in just enough to touch the plastic ring like so. Do not over tight. If you do over tight, it will sink in and you end up not putting the bed properly. So make sure, it's very important for every screw you put in, it's just only touching the plastic ring only. Now on this side here, you put 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on this side, and the same is on the other side as well, like that. Next, with the 5 sled that you can see, you can put in the wooden dowel in. Now it's a golden rules here from the beginning to the end. Whenever you see the wooden dowel, you put in 60% in like that and leave 40% out like so. And we do the same for the other side. Next we put in the slide in. Now before we put in, make sure you put in the locking red device, the arrow facing towards the screw before we put it in, and then you turn using a flat screwdriver. We're turning it clockwise to lock it in like so. Now as you can see, we start one sled to the front, the locking device facing that way, and one in the back facing the opposite end like so. Next we're putting the 3 remaining slide in, and for the 3 in the middle we can put any position you want. You can left or right, it doesn't matter, as long as you put it in nice and tight, and pay particular attention. Make sure it's actually tight in, and double check, make sure it's tight fit before you lock the red device in like so. Now push it in nice and tight and turning clockwise to lock it in, and double check, make sure it's nice and tight. And we'll do the 5th one there as well. Next we put in the headlight to the front. Now we install in 4 of this locking button. Now by putting this button, we position the hole there like so in the way, so that the screw later in can be put in like so. Okay, so make sure the hole is actually facing the screw like that when you insert it in, and we push it in like so. Now we put 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, and 4 the other one. Now by using a long screw, not the short one, the long screw, we lock it in from the bottom to the front like that. Now with the 15mm screw there, we put it in from the bottom and lock it up tightly with an Allen key. And by now it should look like that. Now bear and pay particular attention, make sure you put the headlight the right way. The switch should be on the top there and not at the bottom, so later on you can switch on and off with the headlight there. Okay, next we're going to put in the back of the racing car, which is this panel. First we're putting in 2 wooden pins on this side there and 2 on the other side. Next we put in the back of the panel. We put in the screw like this. Now remember the golden rules again. We put the hole towards the end there like so, and now at the back there we start to tighten up with the 50mm long screw and tighten in positions. And by now it looks like so. There is also a golden rules there. When you put in the locking button for this panel, make sure by checking it's actually it's nice and straight. By putting an Allen key, if it's going through like that, that means nice and straight. If it's not, then it's not straight. Okay, and same is on the other side as well. Next we put the other side panel on top to join it in, and now we make sure it's nicely tight in. Now we're using another two 50mm long screw to tie up the headlight like so, locking the front of the headlight. And now two again 50mm to the back, one there and one there. Once the back and the front actually lock in, we tied it in all in. Then we start to turn the locking device, red one there, there, there and there, clockwise position to lock it in, to make sure it's nice and tight, and make sure everything is nice and tight. If not, reopen it and tie the back again to ensure the bed is actually nice and tight and secure. And you tip it down like so. Next we're going to put in this piece in. Now before we do that, we must first install these two pieces. First, at the back of the bed, we put in two of this circle in by putting the screw one on the top, and this is the position. Then we put the ring in like that and turn it up like so. And then we tied it in like that. And next we tied it in like so, one on the top and one at the bottom, and same on the other side, one there and also one there. Next you put in two wooden dowels in like there, and then you put in the wings on top. Next you put it in like that, and then we put in the red locking device from the back, and using a flat screwdriver we turn and lock in the clockwise positions like so. Next we put in the two of the side wings in. Now for the wing here, before we put it in, we need to put in one silver cap there and another silver cap there like so. Next on the wing there we put one wooden dowel there and one on the other side as well. Now on the side panel there, we're using a 50mm for the top to lock it in, and on the bottom there we put two silver cap in like that, and we're using the 25mm screw ring to tie it in for the side. Now by now your ferocious slime car bed should look like so, and now it's almost complete. The next step we need to do is only the slide we can put in the middle. So